I want to greet every one of you this wonderful Saturday morning. I'm very sure it's Saturday morning. My name is Teacher Garin Omonigo. I am an educationist and I'm also a pastor. I would like to bring to your notice a topic that you must have heard well before, but it's important I reintroduce to you the topic on empathy. Empathy. According to Longman Dictionary, empathy is a state of mind where an individual shows concern, moved by feelings of affections to his, fellow person nearby. That is the word empathy. And it's something that concerns me as a person, especially with the reality we are basically faced with right now. There is need for empathy. In those days when we were growing up, you will suddenly see someone who probably sees you along the road and you'll be motivated to say, it's like, you are going to my own direction. The person will suddenly stop, and the next thing is he will ask, where are you going? Are you going my direction? And with that, the person would now pick you, and the next thing is that you're already in your destination without paying a kobo. As if the person knew you were probably, constrained financially. But recently we've realized that we don't see such things anymore. You will probably see an aged person who is carrying load, something like that. And the next thing is that somebody who sees that this is somebody of my mother's age will come in between and say, please, can I be of help to you? And the next thing is that he will get some form of assistance. We don't see such things anymore. So it's a concern. It's a concern because this is not who we are. We have this thing about who we are as Africans. We have this kind of orientation that consciously guides our actions. That when you see elderly ones, you will naturally be moved with empathy to assist them. Not minding if the person is your biological mother or your biological auntie or whatever. So it's a cultural thing that we grew with, that is already part of us. Are all these things there as it used to be before? No. Now, let's take it to the schools. In those days, you see your teacher holding bag, walking into the school premises. You will see students, pupils, running towards his or her directions to help her carry a bag. These are simple things that when we're growing, we're seeing all this. it shows that the empathy in us has been eroded. So it's a great concern, especially with our Gen Z world today. No wonder we could also see this missing part of us where people can even say words with disdain, with disrespect to somebody who is even older or even old enough to be your mother or your father. It wasn't like this. The essence of this video that I'm making is for us to also reflect, because these are nostalgic memories that we will not forget in a hurry. So I want to quickly say that there is need for us to still show empathy. What are the benefits of showing empathy, especially in our trying moments? A lot of our people are going through harrowing experiences, if you may say. We need one another. Empathy promotes a collective feelings of rendering one support or the other to somebody in their need. So when we are talking about empathy, all we are simply asking for is how we can be of help. Even the two faiths beliefs also dwells extensively on why we must show empathy, why we must show care, why we must show affections to one another. One other advantage of empathy is that you come on time to save lives. You show concern generally to humanity. You probably may not know whether your neighbor is in their needs. Even to feed may become a challenge. But once you are moved with empathy, say at least you have enough to feed with. So there will be a voice you'll be hearing from within, from your inside, to just find out if the person has fed for the day. With empathy, you will show concern naturally and extend your gestures to the person. So one can also say, empathy will give you the necessary reasons to express concern to your neighbors, to people around you, and in so doing, also fulfilling what is required by biblical scriptures. Next is, why do we also need empathy? As part of what is contained in showing affections and concern people is that you are equally sowing seed for your tomorrow. We have heard stories of people who showed empathy and their children in this same Mother Earth, in this same world we are, reaped from the empathy that their fathers showed years ago. So whatever a man soweth, he reapeth. You may not necessarily have everything before you can do that. With the little you can show is something. So I want to urge every one of us that one of the critical parts in our existence today is that while we live on earth here, we should be people that should show concern, empathy to people around us. No condition is permanent. No condition is permanent. So there is need for us to always be there for one another. And God will bless us as we do that. In my conclusion, let me state the obvious. We can't do this to solve human needs and people will not take note of what we are doing. Why we must have this attitude of showing empathy is to complement the effort of government. Government cannot do everything all alone. In our own little way, also show empathy. And by so doing, we are giving people hope. We are giving people that feelings that they are not alone in their trial moments. Leaving everything in the hands of government is akin to a man carrying camel on his back. So I want to urge every one of us that one of the virtues that moves God is when humanity show empathy to humanities. I pray that God give us the virtue, give us the deep understanding on why we must show empathy to every one of us. I remain your friend and your brother, Teacher Gary Nomonibu. God bless you.